Hi, I'm certainly glad to see you again today.
So, Bob Ross, one of the most famous, charismatic, and all around wonderful artists out there. He can create a masterpiece in 20 minutes that would take most hours or days, some even months or years. However, there is one thing that can make these beautiful landscapes better: dinosaurs. I mean, what can't be made better by dinosaurs, honestly? So that's what I'll be doing. Now, keep in mind, I'm not Bob Ross, and I have very little experience with oil painting, like, at all.
No, what the heck?
Let's get started. Firstly, I have a canvas. Now, Bob likes to prime his canvases with a thin coat of liquid white, but I don't have that. I don't have enough white paint or any linseed oil to make it either. My oils are water mixable though, so I just added some water to lubricate the canvas. It did not occur to me that it would evaporate in 2 minutes, so this basically did next to nothing. Also, to be like Bob, I'll run all the colors across the screen, in case you want to join me. Don't worry, all the colors are just the 6 from the rainbow, because indigo is a type of blue, fight me on that, and black and white. Anyhow, I started with the sky, going in with my cobalt blue and making little crisscross strokes across the canvas. After I covered the sky, I smoothed it out. Smoothed it, is that a word? I smoothed it out and then added some ultramarine violet to the edges. Remember to make sure that it's a gradient that's soft, and it gets lighter as it goes down to wherever you want your horizon to be. Now we'll add some water. Use the same color that you use for the sky and add it in horizontal strokes to stimulate the water. Leave a little lighter area in the middle to make that reflection thing that water has. Now remember to keep the gradient from the sky. Mirror it. Make sure the horizon is the lightest. And once again, add in the ultramarine violet to the edges. Now the mountains. We'll take some of our phthalo green and our mid-yellow and make a sort of green hills as a color. Now normally Bob would do this with a palette knife, but mine is pretty garbage, so I'm going to use my brushes. Afterwards, add the highlights by mixing our mountain color with white, and our shadows by mixing it with violet or blue, take your pick. Make sure to pick a direction that the light is coming from. This will inform the shadows for the rest of the painting. Next, take some phthalo green, mid-yellow, cadmium red, and ultramarine violet to get a sort of muddy dark color. Then tap it in a horizontal line under the mountain peaks. These will be the foothills. Then with a lighter version of that color, take a small brush and flick upwards to create little distant trees. To make the reflections, add in the indications of the trees, then sweep them across to make some soft reflections. Then take a cleaner brush and blend it into the horizon to get that illusion of mist. I know in the painting I already added the mist, but hey, I'm kinda chaotic that way. Now it's time for some dinosaurs. Make just any old dark color and start to make some indications. I think this guy will be an Amegtosaurus. Drag down the brush to make the neck and block at the body. Then we'll add in his friend here. Bob believed that everyone needed a friend, and in this case, it's a Maastrichtian titanosaur. I think I'll add another one in here. Why not? Remember to add a bit of white to separate the water from the dinos. Give it sort of splashy effect. Next, we'll mix some phthalo green, ultramarine violet, cadmium red, and some black to make a sort of dark color. Then we'll splop this paint down to make a sort of landmass. Now with the fan brush, go into that same color and draw a line down. This will be the trunk of the tree. Then added the needles to make a sort of conifer. Bob used to love conifer trees. Let's add another tree now. He needs a friend after all. And another one. Now take the mid-yellow and phthalo green to add some highlights. Now for another dinosaur. This one will be mix some orange, ultramarine violet, mid-yellow, white, and black to make a sort of muddy sand color. Then we'll simply block in the shape of our friend here. Now mix that color with white to add the highlights, and this will immediately give definition and dimension to this fella. Add in a couple of black dots of ivory black, one for the eye and one for the nostril, as well as using it to separate the two jaws, or I guess one jaw. Next, put some phthalo green, mid-yellow, and orange, add in the foliage, then make a darker version, or add in more orange to make it browner, to add some sticks and scratchies. I decided I didn't really like it, so I raised the plants a bit. Also added some white at the bottom to separate from the water and add a reflection, just like we did with the previous dinos and the background landmass. Take that same dark color and make a larger landmass in the foreground. Oh, I went back and added some orange keratin to our Tarbosaurus to give him some pop. Kind of reminds me of the Real T-Rex documentary a bit. Now here is your Bavery test. Add a big old tree right here. And the highlights. And his friend lives right here. Now for our final dinosaur. Start off with orange, mid-yellow, ultramarine violet, titanium white, and then block in the form of our Conchoraptor friend. Mix some black and violet to add in the beak, and mix in a slightly lighter shade for the belly and throat. This is going to be the counter shading. Next, add in some orange and red to give it some soft tissue wattles. Look at this turkey looking guy. Mix your tan color with some black and more white to add highlights and shadows. do the same thing for the highlights on the beak. Put in some twigs and brambles. Change the colors of the mountains to to brown, because the green ones look kind of garish and don't really jive with the vibe I'm going for. I don't know how to describe it. And voila! A Bob Ross painting, but with dinosaurs. I know. No, it's definitely not up there with my other paintings, but hey, I think it turned out pretty well, considering it's my second time painting, using oil painting, like, seriously, besides, like, small Bob Ross paintings for fun that I don't really like. But hey, I think it turned out pretty well. So, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh god, that sounds so weird. Oh my god, do like the YouTuber things. Yeah, no. Anyways, yeah, see you in the next video, guys.